Are you holding thousands of dollars worth of crypto and asking yourself what is the best time to sell in order to make as much profit as possible? Maybe you have already been through a few bull runs, but didn't sell on time. And now 3, 4, even 5 years later, your portfolio is still stuck at the same value it was before. But what if that portfolio could work for you so you never have to worry about selling at the perfect time? Creating cash flow without waiting for the price to go up and without just holding and hoping. Well, there is a system that does exactly that. It is the same system that allowed one of our members inside CBA earn a 41% fully hands-off in less than 2 weeks. In fact, our members experience an average daily return of 0.65% by following a 3-step systematic approach that I'm gonna share with you in this video. That being said, let's get started. Alright guys, I'm here on my computer right now, and first let me start with some proof. So first of all, I want to share how this bot that I have been trading for 12 days and 19 hours has been averaging 0.66% daily, and in the last 12 days, it has made an 8.47% in a bot profit or cash flow, and the P&L is sitting at 4.68%. But let's forget about that for a second. Let me show you how this system works. Well, it is a grid trading system. It's not a new system. It's actually kind of old. Now, here's the difference. Crypto is one of the most volatile markets. It's more volatile than Forex, more volatile than futures and options. So what we have done inside CBA is create a system that allows you to find coins that are extremely volatile. And hold on, before you click off this video and run away because you're afraid of volatility, let me explain in 30 seconds how this volatility can actually make you so much money. So as I was saying, this trading system profits from the volatility of the market. Crypto being one of the most volatile markets, we use it to our advantage. So let me share how this works. So for example, the cryptocurrency, it goes down in value, placing buy orders. And when it goes up, it makes sell orders, allowing the bot to make a profit even though the price of the coin is the same. And that is exactly what we can experience with this example here. In fact, this is my entry point, and this is the current price of the coin. It's down 6%. If I was holding this cryptocurrency, this should say -6%, yet I'm up 4.68%. How this is possible is because of all of the buy and sell orders the bot has been triggering as the price action of the coin has been playing around. Again, you're taking advantage of something that is guaranteed to happen. In fact, it's the only thing that is guaranteed to happen regardless of what you do, regardless of you buying crypto at the lowest point or trying to sell it at the highest point. Price action, aka volatility, is the only thing that is guaranteed to happen. So if you can have a system that works 24/7, just like this bot that in 12 days has done 383 transactions or trades, and let me show you here, we can see every time it makes a buy and a sell order, the bot has done a profit, right? Sometimes the profit is higher because of the difference between the buys and the sells, but it's still a profit, right? Most of the time will be about the same. And you can see here, $18, $18, $18. And then, yeah, you can count that how many times it's gonna do that. Well, although you can already see that because it has already done 383 transactions, as you can see right there. Or here's another one, for example, that made a 164% in 21 days, averaging 7.81% daily, and taking 6,673 trades. So how can you use this system to your advantage, and how can you implement it in your trading portfolio? Let me show you. So the first thing we need is a cryptocurrency. Ideally, a cryptocurrency with tons of volatility. Why is volatility important here? Because a grid trading bot profits from the ups and downs on the market. The more transactions the bot makes, the more profit the bot is going to make, and the more your account is going to grow. So we're going to be using this tool called Bit Screener, and we're going to go ahead and implement these 3 filters. Me and my members, we found the best coins using this software right here. So first we need the market cap. Now, as a rule of thumb, the more market cap a coin has, the safer it is, but the less volatile it is going to become. And if the market cap is smaller, then the more the coin is going to go up and down like crazy. So what we want is something that is volatile, but not so crazy in volatility, so we can kind of lose control over the price action. What we're going to be looking for is a coin that is under 100 million. Then we're going to make sure that we have 6 months here. And the second filter we're also going to use is the age. We need to have something, a coin that has been trading ideally for more than 3 years. If longer, better. And finally, the last filter, well, this is going to depend on person by person, but it's going to be the exchange. In this case, I'm going to be using a KuCoin. Now that we have the filters to find coins with great volatility, let me show you how you can backtest them, figure out the settings, and then we're going to set it up. So make sure to stay until the end, because we'll be able to set up a bot following the exact same settings that I'm going to share with you and the exact same coin that I will find here for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start searching coins from the lowest market cap to the highest market cap. And what I'm looking for is something that in the last 6 months has been moving up and down. I'm not looking for something that has a skyrocket or something that has completely drop in value like 90%. I'm looking for something stable. And yeah, you're right, something stable with low market cap. It's kind of crazy to say that, but there are coins like this. And inside CBA, we give our members top performing coins that have been moving sideways for many years and that are actually earning them an average of 1% daily. But let's see if we can find something right now. Let's find a coin from the lowest market cap to the highest market cap. So we can see one right here. It has been moving sideways for quite some time. Definitely not something like this. We want something that is fairly stable, been moving sideways for a long time. The longer a coin has been moving sideways, the better. All right, I can see this one, Prom. This one is quite interesting. Let's check it out. Yeah, it looks like I have already done some analysis on that one. But yeah, we can see it has been moving sideways. And when I say sideways, I also mean in a range, right? Because coins will move in a range. For example, back in 2022, when Bitcoin was moving between 30,000 to 50,000 for quite a few years, that is called a range. Right, but that one might not be the best fit. Let's see something here. XPR looks fine, but I think we can find something better. The longer a coin has been moving in a range, the better. And we're just gonna go through this process until we find something that has been moving in a range for ideally more than 1 year. And the easiest way to know if a coin has been moving in a range is by figuring out support and then resistance. And if the coin has been moving around these two levels, then we know that this coin indeed has been moving in a range. Just think about it logically. If you set up a grid trading bot that profits from the volatility of the market, and the bot is trading a coin that has been moving sideways for years, the bot won't have any other option than to make you a cash flow. So this one seems like it has been moving sideways for about 1,000 and something. Like this one actually seems pretty solid. So let's go ahead and do some backtesting. For this, so to do the backtesting, I'm going to use one of our private indicators called the CBA Grid Backtester, and it's going to help us determine the grid range, price action in percentage the bot is going to be trading up and down, and also figure out the best settings for the bot. So fairly simple when it comes to grid range. All we want to make sure is that the bot covers enough price action so the bot can continuously place buy and sell orders. So let's see what we got here. Interesting. So the CBA Grid Backtester, how it works is that it simulates a grid trading bot. All of the blue arrows are buy orders and all of the red arrows are sell orders. And what we can see here, using a 50% grid range, the bot has done a 50% PNL in 109 days. That is averaging 0.37% a day without holding the coin without expecting the price to go up, but using the only thing that is guaranteed to happen, which is price action. And remember, this coin has been moving sideways for over 1,000 days. That is 1,000 days of price action and volatility that the bot can be placing buy and sell orders. But we're not over yet. What I'm gonna do now, by the way, if you want to have access to the CBA Gridback tester for 14 days, just comment down below your trading the username and I'm gonna grant you access to the CBA Gridback tester for 14 days. So what I'm gonna do now is optimization. I'm gonna optimize my bot to maximize the results. So I'm gonna double click on the back tester, or you can also click here, settings, and we're gonna play around with the grid levels. We're gonna do 30, 40, 50, and 60 grid levels. Compare each section of grid levels to the PNL, and the grid levels that is getting us the highest PNL, that is what we're gonna use as the settings for the bot, and we're gonna set it up here live in this video. So we're gonna start with 20 grid levels, and then we're gonna increase that to 30, 40, 50, and 60, and we're gonna see what is getting us the highest percentage. If you don't know what a grid level is the price point where the bot is going to place either a buy or a sell order. So for example, this bot here that has done a 8% in bot profit has 28 grid levels. So if I was to count every single one of these lines, it's gonna give me 28, and the grid step percentage is the distance between every buy and every sell order. You can also think of it as the profit per trade, profit per transaction. All right, so with 20 grid levels, we're getting about 52% PNL, about the same. Let's go ahead and increase this to 30. Let's see what we get. 54. All right, that's better. Let's increase this to 40. That's a little bit worse. Let's do 50, about the same. Let's wrap it up with 60, and maybe let's increase it to 65, 53. Interesting. So let's do 68. Yeah, we're not gonna go above that because we don't want to have so many grid levels and then the bot is just, the fee is actually gonna be kind of the same as the profit. But seems like 30 grid levels will be the number we're gonna be looking for. Oh, actually 31 is getting us 62%. Let's try to figure out something here. So I'm just gonna play around with the grid levels here and figure out what is getting us the highest percentage. So it seems like 36 grid levels is getting us 61%, increasing our average daily return from 0.36 to 0.44%. So we're gonna use these grid levels. Now let's go back to Bitscat, which is a trading software we use to set up the bots, and use the exact same settings we figure out now to set up this bot here. So we're gonna click on Start New Bot, Grid Bot. We're gonna search for KuCoin. Then we're gonna search the coin. Now that we have the coin, we're gonna select our investment amount. So for example, 5,000. And we're gonna use this grid range that we figured out that the coin has been moving for years. In this case, 50%. Now I want you to pay attention on this part because it's very important. We need to use that 50% as our price action or grid range. So what we have to do now, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. We're gonna search for this tool called price range, and a little bit above market price, we're gonna click there, and we're gonna throw all the way down until we hit a 50%. You can also adjust the chart like this in case you need to do that. Once we have done this, we need to click on the low price, readjust it, and we're also gonna do the same with the high price. What this is gonna do is it's gonna allow the bot to only place buy orders when the price goes down without pre-buying the cryptocurrency we're trading, in this case, DEGO, or however you wanna call it. So then we're gonna use the grid levels we figured out. So 36. We're gonna make sure we have a few red lines, just like this one right here. We're gonna click on continue and start the bot. As that is loading, what we have to do now is we need to set up an exit confirmation on when to shut down the bot. And to do this, we're gonna search for the Smart RSI. It is another private indicator we have developed inside CBA that is going to give you an exact exit confirmation on when to secure the profits. And shut down your bot with the highest PNL possible. So we're gonna click on more, add alert, shut down bot signal, and then create. Make sure you are in the daily time frame. Also, comment down below your TradingView username and I will grant you access for 14 days. This is it, guys. This is how you successfully set up a grid trading bot that earns solid cash flow, that earns between 0.5 to 1% daily with fully hands-off without taking a single trade. I will personally walk you through everything, give you access to proven coins, settings, and an exit confirmation so you know exactly what is the best time to shut down your bot and secure the highest profit possible. If this sounds like something you would want to use in your own account, finally get consistent results without the stress, and you want help setting it up step by step, then there's going to be a link down in the description or in the comments. Click there, book a call, and me or somebody of my team will see you there and see if we can even help you out in the first place. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.